Owele title, that the Benin, are trying to, copy such a title. Well, first of all, in Benin Kingdom or in Benin tradition, custom and tradition, we don't have a title like that. The Benin do not have such title as Owele. No, we do not have such title as Owele. That word Owele you mentioned in that video is practically an Igbo word. So don't try to drag Benin or the Edos into it. Now, the first observation in that spelling is the double L in that word. O-W-E-L-L-E, Owele. In Edo language, we do not have such consonant cluster as double L. In Edo language do not have such consonant cluster as double L. There is no word in Edo that has double L. That is the first observation. Now, the second observation is that that word is not an Edo word, and the Beninese do not have a title as Owele or Owele. So I don't know where you read that from, or you were trying to drag the Beninese, into that video. The Beninese do not have such title as Owele. So the only word we have in Edo that is close to what you wrote is Owe. O-W-E-R-E, Owe. That is what you are seeing, in this video. Owe. The Owe we have in Edo does not have the same meaning or the same description as what you explained in the video. Owe in Edo means an elderly person. It is not a title born by any man. It is never a title. It is a position that is attained naturally in life. So you grow into it. It is not a title that somebody must hold for life. You grow into it. Owe means an elderly person. So it takes you to be an elder before you become Owe in Edo. Okay? Now that is why we have Odiowe. Odiowe means the head or the most senior among the Owe. The most senior among the Owe is what the Benin called Odio Owe. Odio means senior. Owe means elder, a respected elderly person. So you must grow naturally to attain the position of Owe. Owe is not a title. Another example is Owe Omada. Omada is the scepter bearer of the Oba of Benin. Okay, they equally have their Owe. Owe is the most senior Omada. So he grows into that position naturally. As soon as he leaves that position, other person takes the position of an Owe. So Owe is not a title in Benin. Owe is only a position attained naturally in life. Everyone grows into Owe position. As for me, I'm not an Owe, but when I get old with age, I will get to Owe position. So it is never a title for anyone. If it is a title in the Igbo land, in Benin or in Edo, it is not a title. It is a position that it grows into in life. It is only a position, it is not a title.
I really bless God for a day like this. The problem is not what he's saying. The problem is that when they say the things they say, they don't check to know whether they're checkmating themselves or they're shooting themselves on the foot with the gun they are holding to hold us ransom. He admitted that Owele is an Igbo word, such as the title of Owele of Onitsha. Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe hold until he die. May his soul rest in peace. But tomorrow, the same Benin people will claim that Onitsha is their own, that Onitsha speak Edo language. How can you be the owner of Onitsha? Meanwhile, the sons are taking title that does not correspond to your own traditions in their own land. Because if you pause and go and find out the meaning of Owele, it means wealth and prosperity in Igbo language. Pause and read it, see it here. These same people will come and tell you that everywhere from Ibanke to Onitsha, they own it, including Oguta, including Ndon, including River State. Meanwhile, Owele and Owele are the same thing, depending on the tongue and dialect pronunciation. If some Anambra turn L to R, like they call Anambla instead of Anambra, that is how some of them turn Owele to Owere. There's Ewele Zukara in Orumba South in the same Anambra. Such as the same thing they have Owere Orobo in Eka land, Delta State. But do you know that some Eka people will come and tell you they are not the same people with Igbo? Like the interview that the Almighty then went in Trend FM when an Eka man say, we don't have anything similar. Meanwhile, his name is Igbo. Then they ask and he say he has a Benin name. Call your Benin name and say, Osenwenyi. How did Osenwenyi become his Benin name? This is where we are getting it wrong. Overall, Robo is in Eka land, has the same Owele Ezokala in Orumba. Go and find out. Go and verify. These people, since we started making video, they have not been able to present one fact and evidence. This is the first time the guy is presenting one fact, and he made it known that they don't have it. Because if you present fact, the fact that we are different. Look at the word he was using there. Ojo were, meaning the senior, the most elder in the manhood. In our place, we called the most elder Diokba or Diokbala. Because Diokba is a short form of Diokbala. Okbala means the first son. Diokba means the master of the first son. D is master in Igbo language. So when we say Diokba, we mean Diokbala, the master of all the Okbalas. Okbala is the first son. Diokba means the master of all the first sons. That's what it means. Diokba or Diokbala. Diokba is the short form of Diokbala. And the same way they have their Ojo were, which they said it grows to attain. We have the Diokbala, which we also grow to attain. Once you reach that age, you become Diokba or Diokbala. Now tell me how those two words correlate, they become one. When you are claiming you are Benin, I'm not speaking Enuani, my own language. Diokba kanya akpowa, ndi Diokba. Both Eka Okwani no say Diokbala bu eze. Because that's Diokbala system. Like I showed you in the video of Iseluku talking about Isele Pitime and Isela Asaba, say practice Diokbala Uku kingship and leadership system. Now tell me how these people now who practice Diokbala is the same with the person who say Ojo were. How are they the same word? How are they the same? When we say this thing, we show you fact and evidence. We show you fact and evidence. Because I've been saying there's never presented fact. One of them came and tagged me in this post. Let me read it out for you to hear. Because he wants to claim that Benin owns us. How can you own people you fight a war with? Have Benin ever fought war against Benin? But anytime there's a war, it's because you are not the same. And anytime people rebel against it, because you are not the same. You are not the same. You want to take over them. Look at what they write here. You can pause and read this thing. I will pause it, but I want to read that one part that makes sense to you so that you understand. He was talking about Onitsha and Benin. According to the elders, 14th generation since Ado Nidu was capital of an extensive kingdom embracing many countries, but have religion and customs and language in common, over which Oba rule as king. At the time in question, Onitsha, situated to the westward of Benin, and between it and the river, the one of these countries. So Onitsha is a country, but under Benin Empire. So we talk about the time of empire when every other person was under one big rulership, but they're different countries because they recognize it as a different entity. It happened that one day that I just said the royal mother of this great monarch went on to one of the farms belonging to the Onitsha Mili. He called it Onitsha Mili, but we call it Onitsha Donedu because they want to. And Mili is not a Benin word. Onitsha is not a Benin word. It has not been found in anywhere Benin. Mili is not found in anywhere in Benin. But let's continue. For the purpose, it appears of gathering stick, for which she was seized and beaten by the people to whom the farms belonged to. On her return to Benin, she reported the matter of her ill treatment to the king, and he at once ordered his younger brother, the commander-in-chief of his forces, to punish the insult which had been offered to his royal mother. Now, if you read down, you find out that there was a war, and this is a fabricated story because it never happened. But let's go to another paragraph. He said, but in leaving Ado in Idu behind them, because after that war, it stated in this story that they ran away. He said, but leaving Ado and Idu behind them, these people then and forever abandoned their Benin nationality and language. For even those who have remained on the western bank and who are therefore within any thought of Benin are Igbo in every essential, talking pure Igbo and not a mixed language or even a dialect, even in which Benin words are not to be found. Yet the spirit of Tisima, their modern founder and ancestor, is still with them. Because they want to say Ehime. Now what they call that Chime. Now they want to tell you say that the spirit of Chime is with them. So they call it Tisime here. Is still with them, living and embodied in the same tree which he planted with his own hand. Now this is a fabricated story. That's why I tell you people that everything you know about Benin are fabricated. But let me counter it with one post, just one post, for you to know we will not they lie. If you pause and read this post, you see with the picture evidence. This is not AI. Hegemony is of divine kingship at one time in history, stretched beyond its shore, so much that Benin kings will travel to NRI Kingdom to receive their right to rule from an NRI divine king. In the book they lived before Adam. In the book, that book is called Living Before Adam, Lived Before Adam. Go and find the book. The other title, Confer on Benin Kings, originated from NRI and still remains the highest title for the chiefs in NRI Kingdom. Accordingly, the king's court is made up of round table of Oba chiefs whose seats are engraved with Oba title. Meanwhile, I was informed authoritatively by the chief of the NRI Council that the tradition of Benin kings receiving their rights of kingship from NRI Kingdom stopped in 1940s. Look at picture here. When we do our own, we'll show you evidence with picture. You see the picture, you see all their stools were collected from NRI. The insu they used to climb them are collected from NRI. Mark the word authoritatively. In the people said it, say authoritatively, they are the one crowning the king of Benin, the Oba. The question you should be asking yourself, how come Benin language has been forgotten by the Onitsha people? All the Onitsha's, Onichubo, Onicholen, Onichoko. How come? Another point you need to understand that if the Igbos are land grabbers, why do Benin people move down to here, as they call them Onitsha, and the Igbo still give them land to occupy? Remember, the Igbo did not force them to abandon their language even when they give the Onitsha land. The Igbo did not force them to change their language. They did not force them to change their culture. They did not force them to be Igbo name from Benin coming to here. But because it is all lie, they told you Onitsha has already been existing in the west bank of Benin. That means the west side of Benin. Not because it's close, it's inside Benin. Onitsha don't you do. Man, this adult lie will not fly this 21st century. You think we don't have brain to think? How come all the Onitsha forget their language? The Galas in Anambra has not forgotten their language, the Gala language. The Galas in Anyoma, the Yorubas in Anyoma, the Galas and the Yorubas in Edo have not forgotten their language. How come Onitsha forget everything entirely about Benin? Entirely. Because they are not originally from you. These fabricated lies will not fly in 21st century. Look at how the people say their own authoritatively. Authoritatively. As far as people want to drag this in, truth will keep flying out every day. It is there for you to accept it or not. Authoritatively, they are the one crowning the Oba stool, the Oba kingship. It's top in 1940s. That's to tell you how powerful the Igbos are. Anyway, I'm not here to drag superiority. Ndibo is great. Support us as we call for 29th and 30th conference. Thank you all who have been donating. Thank you and God bless you. I'm out of here, John.